Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's match here. This is the... what is it called actually, tournament? It's like a big RSL format tournament for the StarCraft EVO mod. And in the bottom right we do have a Korean streamer or YouTuber, Mangrusl, playing as Terran, and in the top center on silver here we've got Cure, playing as well as Terran. This guy though is Terran Brood War, and on the other side we've got our Terran 2 Mangrusl. I'm not exactly sure if I pronounced his name correctly, but I hope so. If not, well, I think the world is not gonna end because of that, so... let's see what we're gonna get here. I'm just noticing that there is no health bars turn on for this one. Should be fine now. Alright, let me give me a second. We're just gonna go very slowly back into this. And we're gonna put this on. And we're gonna be back now. There it is. Okay, there's your health bars, guys. I hope you enjoy. And my thumbnails are gonna cry, but that's gonna be fine because I can disable them again. Okay, so first scout gonna go out here for Mangrusl. It's gonna go into the correct direction. That's gonna be very nice for him here. We'll find Q immediately. And exactly know where his opponent spawns. By the way, Q does spawn a little bit better on this rotational map in a TVT, because he can drop into the main base if it comes to a drop play. Of course it doesn't have to, it rarely does. So he's gonna get hit here by the Marine. Marine can't deny this one. He will grab his own gas. And yeah, we're curious to see how EVO is gonna change as well with the proposed big changes for StarCraft 2. I haven't talked with the makers yet. I'm curious to see, but I can only imagine that they have to kind of go along, so they have to balance the economy. I guess they're just gonna keep the ratio, but they have to fine-tune the workers as well, go down in the worker count. They already did do things like these patches, I think are all 1500 on the start. As you can see, they're pretty much depleting at the same rate. Reaper didn't get really much done, attack a few of the Marines. He didn't even scout the command center, which is a little bit unfortunate. We're gonna see a Cyclone here behind this. This is of course going to be very nice all around, not to catch any starboard units for example. And Q is still looking for his opponent. He actually doesn't know where he spawned, so he only scouted the naturals. Like, alright man, you're not gonna be there. Now he's looking for the Reaper a little bit. But the Reaper is actually going aggressive himself again. He's gonna try to get some scouting, and the tank's not there yet, so he might be able to go past these two Marines here. He's gonna start to try and trade. He's gonna kill one with a grenade. Man, that dude flipped into the abyss, and he will find the command center. He's gonna tag one of the SCVs, and then he's gonna go out. In the meantime, I think the Vulture did go in and did get picked off by the Cyclone. We'll have to check on the vision. Oh my god, we're gonna see double port Banshee, or is he gonna go Viking? So this is his crucial scout, so he sees the Wraith. And this is actually quite big. He's gonna get that tank almost. Wow, that was quite nice here with that Cyclone. And on the other side, Q, ooh, wow, did not scout the command center. Okay, I'm just noticing we need to do one more thing here. Because I was on the PDR, everything's messed up right now. Mouse scroll enabled, stuff like that. Okay, back here. So, and behind this we do have a 2-port Banshee play here. But there's already a Wraith, so that's not the greatest. There's gonna be Cloaked Wraiths against Cloaked Banshees. I'm not sure who's gonna favor that, because you can't kill the tanks with the Banshees because there's not gonna be any scans anytime soon here from Cure. On the other side, you can't really do anything at the Banshees against the Banshees at home, but the Banshees cannot tag this Wraith. The issue though is, if the Wraith doesn't just die to the Cyclones, then he's gonna have a good time because he can just kill all the Banshees because they can't shoot him, right? But Mangrusl has a really good spot. He's getting that engineering bay. If he does not die to this double tank Wraith push, if he can get his Banshees across the map, I feel like he should have met this push out on the map. He didn't have the scouting intel. Now he's already under siege at his base and he kind of needs to use the Banshees defensively. That's not what you want to do. You need to send them to a counterattack. I guess he will be able to defend this because he has Cloak, right? So he can't just kill these. There's no way to detect them right now. But this also says for Cure, alright bro, that's pretty straightforward. I need anti-air, I need anti-cloak. We need to throw down an engineering bay or an academy. He's gonna go for the academy. He's making more factories. He does not have an engineering bay, so that's very interesting. He will lose a lot of these units, but yeah, getting that cloak up as well here for those raids. And you can see they can avoid the cyclones. There's a supply block right now. The build got disrupted here for Mangrusl. So Mangrusl is already starting to struggle a little bit. Third command center because he gets his money. He's throwing down missile turrets right now. But there's already the wraiths coming in again here. And they will one-shot SCVs if you have 4 actually. And all that Banshee play is basically done. So Q never made any defenses, actual defenses against the Banshees. He still has no scanner. He's just finally starting that one up. There was basically an opportunity to win the game with these Banshees, and Mangrusl didn't take it because he needed to defend. So what do you do in this situation? Well, of course you don't know this, but I feel like it's always good to split up your forces in that kind of moment and try to go across the map and then hit your opponent, and once those Banshees reveal themselves, just yeah, clear everything at the front with one Banshee or like half the force, right? Now he gets in and there's the scanner, but the Wraith are out of he doesn't even need to cloak them. It's so funny. Can he get all of them? No, but this Banshee only has 1 energy left. He knows that, of course, saw that one, and he's gonna get killed off here very nicely. Barracks is gonna burn down. That means he needs to remake one. It's already doing that right now. Yeah, it's almost finished. Where is it? There it is. But I mean, we see a lot of ravens, but that's not really what you want against a bunch of wraith, right? He's going into bio right now, but all of that infrastructure here in these starports is kind of useless and hasn't been fully utilized. I mean, ravens, they're great, but you really need only 1 right now, not 2. And he's gonna have a bad time. I think he's gonna get sniped by these wraith. Man, they actually pick a punch here. They have crazy damage. Raven's going in, throwing down an auto turret, but that actually doesn't even kill 1, so yeah, I'm not sure if I like this response here. And he's actually making another Banshee, so he's kind of gambling on the fact, hey, you don't have turrets, do you? Right? An anti-armor missile on 1 siege tank. So a lot of questionable choices here. I still don't like the double Raven. Getting a few Vikings in the mix, just poking against these wraith, right, would allow you to get the advantage on that air superiority, or kind of force your opponent to dive in. And then you have the Marines underneath. You're missing the buy upgrades. Like, why don't you even go into like a Thor or something, right? Go into mech. Now he has to evacuate his main base again. He never took the third, which is of course done, but yeah, we see this is already set up for Cure here. Cure is really starting to outgrow Mangrusl here by a mile. It's not like a footstep, it's a freaking mile and a half. Mangrusl is struggling to produce anything. Supply blocked again here. He lost some depots there at the front, and now the tank siege line is on his production. That means there's not gonna be any Terran unit coming out unscathed here. He's gonna pick up and run away. He's gonna try to counterattack now, but there's already a 4th base. He's actually ferrying everything around. So alright, let's go base trade. He has 40 SCVs. Honestly, at this point, he kind of needs to bring them all as well. Units are actually being rallied into the tank fire. And he's just, alright, all hands on deck, let's go counterattack. There's nothing at home. If he would have done that earlier, I feel like he had a better chance with the Banshees only, because there was a lot of opportunity. But now you can't just kill him with the tanks, right? There's still no production running. Let's see how the army is faring. He's gonna have +1 at least. That's nice. It's not gonna be cancelled or denied here, so he will be able to utilize that. And if he can kill these comp stats, if he can kill those comp stats, he can use that cloak on the Banshee. I think he's just... He did forget about that fact. He's not really focusing on any production facility. He's killing the barracks right now. What good is that going to do? Kyo is not going to add any factory anytime soon right now. He's in crisis management mode. He needs to produce units. He's not going to make a marine. My god, that looks so gross. Kyo just blasting through there in the end with those wraiths. Really love that control. Oh damn. So Kyo up 1-0 here in this series. And we're gonna go into the second map. Map! Of this best of 3. In the top left, Mangrusl. In the bottom right, Kyo this time as, again, StarCraft Root or Terran here. Is he gonna go for that style again with a Wraith? Wraith tank, I really like the approach. It's a mech air style. And it doesn't really make sense on upgrades, but the Wraith actually don't need upgrades. And here's why. So they pack a big punch in air to air anyways. I mean, if you upgrade them, great, they're gonna be even better, but if you have like 15 like he had, it doesn't really matter if they're +1 or not, they're gonna one-shot mostly anything anyways. And the way you micro those, like meters, you just focus fire one down, hit and run. It's pretty rough to fight against something like that. And yeah, so. And the other thing, tanks. You just go for the tanks, superior range. They have very great supply efficiency for the Root Race. And yeah, I like the stat. I like the idea about it. I like the concept. I like how it's utilized. I think it was a little bit gas intensive, and I was surprised I was able to make that work. Just like straight up tank and Wraith, basically. But you kind of just go for the +1 damage, or +2 damage, I guess, on the tanks, and then you don't care about anything else. Now let's see if Kyo is gonna make a bio play in this game. Marine tank is also quite formidable. It's a little bit more difficult because you're kind of locking yourself out of air. Because you don't need medivacs, right? You don't have medivacs, so there's no necessity for a starport. There's no need to have a strong anti-air presence or air-to-air presence in general for yourself. Like, I guess it's good to have versus air if you play against a Terran, of course, but there's no necessity for yourself to go into air. So he cancels the 5th Marine, I think. And he just showed like 2 Marines last game, now he shows 4 Marines. He's gonna make that bunker in the front, he's gonna stand 2 on the high ground here, and he's gonna go again into a very fast starport. And I think, oh, this time is even 2 port. It's 2 port Wraith. So you're going from 1 port Wraith, tank Wraith into double Wraith this time, no tanks. So, 3rd command center here, and again going for the Cyclones. Cyclones can be great. You can actually kind of kill the bunker, which is a little bit funny, but yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Oh my god, 3 port Wraith, because you have the bigger economy. I'm really looking forward to how this mod is gonna change with the different economy. Ooh, that's a big scan. So he reveals everything, and I hope for his sake that he's gonna go into air against air this time, or very fast by upgrades. He's immediately gonna get a Raven, I think, here. He's gonna get that engineer race, should get up some turrets. But he will be safe against these raids. There's no reason to pull them right now. You a scant cure. Like, unless you think you need to defend a drop, there's no reason to have them at home right now. And as the barracks again coming in, you kind of need to snipe that, I feel like. You don't want to have that thing get a full scout of your base here. And he's gonna make a little bit of an unnecessary attack lab, I feel like. He's actually making a lot of attack labs right now, only 1 reactor, so very low count on the... Oops. A very low count on the Marines here. Which is kind of interesting. Wants to go very Marauder heavy. We're gonna see already the transition into tanks here. 3 ports are not really being utilized right now. We already have 6 Wraith though, and then like 4 you need to one-shot an SCV, so... Of course the SCVs from SC2 have less health. Need to be careful, he does have Cloak. There's already the Raven, so and yeah, if you can just avoid the Raven, he's gonna scan to the main, he's gonna utilize this speed advantage, he's gonna tag that one. Dude there is gonna kill frickin' Stim, because why not? No way in saving that one. That's a pretty good pick off. Now he needs to evacuate though. He's not gonna go, oh, he's actually gonna make more Wraithy. You can see that this is not fine-tuned, the build. Even someone like Kyo is not really able to produce out of all cylinders here. He's gonna snipe another Stim, instantly cancelled here from Mangrusl. And yeah, he's constantly out of position. He doesn't really have anything on the periphery of his bases to kind of scout around. And man, this is a very annoying style, I have to say. I really like to see this from Kyokyo. It's really exploiting the matchup to a insane level, it feels like. And these Wraiths are just doing very fine. Very well. Very fine. Very good. Pick your poison. Because they're gonna come in again. He's actually going back full into Wraith production here. He has yet to drop an armory. We haven't seen. I think we didn't even see an armory last game. The tanks are up, sieged and ready. Oh, Wraith are getting intercepted here, so he might lose a couple. He loses 1, and 1's almost down. We'll repair that one. He has so many Wraith at this point. We're looking at 11 Wraith. He's not actually gonna repair that one, look at that. cast the curse in. But yeah, the big Mac transition is starting. He's actually putting the factory out of his main base, which is interesting because it's gonna be a little bit unclean there. Being stuck kind of on the outside. And he will snipe these cyclones. And it's definitely a little bit of a bummer because why do you send them out like that if you make more? He actually has way more. He's making Marine Cyclone. That's a very crazy composition if you ask me. Can we please be more glass cannon? Kyo's just utilizing the scans he has access because he doesn't need to play against cloaked units. He's just throwing down scans. Actually, oh, that was a lot of money. That was 600 minutes just wasted here by Mangrusl in those scans, which actually didn't reveal anything. He's like, oh, you're attacking me, aren't you? No, actually not. Oh my god, anything that's in the air, it doesn't really work out. So yeah, man, why don't you go mech? Just use those Thors, use the AoE. It should be good, no? I mean, they're not gonna catch the Wraith, but you can't really be killed, I guess. And you can just push. Of course, you can't push into tanks that easily. Is there a way? Is this OP? Like, I'm actually starting to feel like this is so strong. With the control of these top level guys like Kyo, the top dogs in the family. This looks so gross and broken, and SC2 feels so sluggish. I'm just thinking about a way how SC2 would deal with something like this. There's only two forms of AoE they have. And for anti-air, one is the... I guess you could just make a ghost and try to EMP the clump. Huh? And then they're all out of energy, no more stealth in. And then you can just kill them with marines, I guess. Should be fine, yeah, honestly, like, I don't know, just make some ghosts, right? Should be good. Bring in a couple of ghosts, bring in those EMPs, shoot them down like they're rotten tomatoes. You're not gonna catch them though. There's nothing really that can catch up to them. There's nothing that has the speed in the SC2 arsenal here. Oh my god, you can just kill that command center, that's crazy. Marines are coming in here, but this is not enough Marines. He's shooting that plate because he ran out of vision range and now he's just gonna freaking shrek that. Damn. The turret is gonna be one shot. Now all of these SCVs are gonna fall. Wow. It's a nice anti-armor missile this time. It's gonna be that full cluster of units and he just shoots down everything. These guys are a little bit too strong, aren't they? Oh boy. They deal 15. Didn't they do 10? In actual Brood War, they're like super strong right now. They're supercharged, buffed to the limit. And he hasn't even any upgrades for them. He's actually not gonna go into Wraith upgrades at all. He's just making command centers because he can. And he's just making a freaking amazing tank line of 18 tanks. That's more tanks than the StarCraft 2 Terran could ever make. Mangrusl is trying to do something with the Marines. I don't see a future where that's gonna hold up. So it's a very passive game, except for the raids just sniping bases. Yes, I did just say that sentence. Mangrusl is gonna stim in here, but he's not gonna find a good opening because there's a very deep siege line. He might be able to kill one of these command centers, but there's plenty to refill. There's a barracks over here. There's one over there, one over here. So the only thing that he didn't have was a command center in position. So he might throw down a couple more. Yeah, Mangrusl after this scan is gonna be like, his heart is gonna shrink into his knee hole because, well, Q is up 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And I did skip the 3, yes. So Q is on 5 bases, right? If you kill that, or discount the killed one, he's on 4 bases, and he's up 1 base. But actually, he's up way more. Marines coming in here. Auto turret being dropped into the enemy tank line. Not really sure what that did accomplish. But the tanks were on siege, so there's an opportunity. Wraith coming in here. He needs to throw down that scan. Can he get finally the Wraith clump? Okay, he has the Marines. Doesn't he have the energy? I can't believe it. Did he drop all the mules right now? This is a good opening he found here. There's a scan. Now he needs to fight with the Wraith. The Wraith have to slowly push in here. And that bio will kill a lot of this infrastructure over here. And that's a very good move here by Mangrusl. And finally, he gets one on the board here. I think he killed just 3 command centers, yeah? The one was from earlier down here. He killed a bunch of tanks, 10 tanks in total right now. Some static D, a few SCVs, and a couple of Wraiths. Unfortunately, he wasn't really up with that scan. He wasn't trigger happy enough there to get that done. Oh my god, these medivac snipes, man, they just look so nasty. It looks like those medivacs get hit by a freaking speed bullet, like a bullet train mid-air. It's so crazy. And now Kyo is just starting his counter push. Can Mangrusl break this one, or is he going to take it into a base race? The issue though is the air superiority goes vastly into Kyo's favor here, and 31 Wraiths. Look at the supply efficiency, it's crazy. If you max out as a Brood War Terran here, with all of these 2 supply mech units, it's so insane. He has 17 tanks and 30 Wraiths, in addition to almost 100 SCVs. Right? Like, this is such a deep defense line. It's a very simple and plain style. It's very easy to copy. But yeah, what are you gonna do, man? He's so sieged up. Like, this could even work in different matchups. It's crazy. But yeah, like, so the issue is, of course, SC Brood War races, for example, they do have the insane AoE spells, right? So, of course, a Terran could do the same thing. And Terrans have Valkyries, right? So he can't really do that in TVT. Oh my god, he's trying to kill it, and he lifted. I think, what? Where's your scans, man? Why don't you keep scans? What are you dropping so many mules? He has a scan. He's not utilizing it. Now he lost all of that Marine force. This is not looking good here for Mangrusl. He's looking in a very big pinch. Marines now coming in here for the stim. It's again a very late scan, but he will be able to win this fight at least. But now, with the Wraith coming back, 6 did survive. And they're gonna join up with the other 25. So we're gonna be up to 29 again. Yeah, that didn't work out right, did it? He's trying to snipe units. This is so crazy. It's like Mutas against Marines. He's winning the fight right now. Oh man. He needs to drop the rest of those. No, 4 Marauders. Oh, it's a loss you can't afford. If you drop this, you need to drop it. He has 4 armories spinning right now, all on 2-2. Because he has so much money. The Wraiths are going in. You need to be careful though. It seems like the Marines are doing fine against those, but if they are untouched, unchased at any point, they just deal so much damage. It looks like it's insane. So we do have +3 Marines. Of course, they're gonna pack a punch against the Wraith, only on +1 armor here. But the Marines are not gonna be able to catch them. Wraith 5.25 speed. It's quite insane. It's very, very fast. We do see a lot of scans, and that's where your scan energy goes. Now the Wraith could come in again with their, if they have enough energy for some cloaking. He's just gonna kill these bases. There's no turrets up right now. It's gonna be cancelled on that one. This one's just gonna fall. That means no more scans on this one. He has this still and that, but there's no scan right now. So if he hits a cloaked unit, he's gonna die. And there they are. It's only 5 of them. We'll make it 8. But he can't do anything against this. I think Mangrusl is running out of time. He is running out of steam. He's running out of vision, running out of detection. GG's called, and Kyo is gonna take that series. What a good series, actually. I really enjoyed this style of Wraith and... what is it called? Wraith and tank, right? Super mobile, super aggressive, at the same time the most static unit, very immobile, but the biggest kind of positional control. Lovely, lovely, disgusting style. And there's no real big counterplay against the huge cloud of Wraith on the Terran side here for SC2, unlike a Valkyrie, for example. You could, of course, utilize the Thor, try to do that. And I think it would work, but it's gonna be so messy to try and chase the Wraith with the Thors. So there you have it. And like, even if you try to utilize the Medivacs, you're always gonna run the risk into the Wraith just turning around and shooting out the bullet train at the freaking Medivac and just crashing it into the ground with the Thor inside. So you need to be careful if you want to take that gamble. And yeah, I like the styles. I want to see more of those TVTs. Thank you so much for watching this, and make sure to sub, hit the like button. See you in the next one. Peace.